Hi, this is Lisa from Local King Rubber Stamp. Today I'm going to show you how to create this super moon background, and we are going to use Local King's brand new blending tool. Those are our coming new product. We call them magic mushrooms. They can do a lot of things, so make sure you go to our website and check all the information. We are offering a great pre-order deal. You can find all the information from our website. Okay, so we have some watercolor cardstock, some gold cardstock, and some embossing folder, and we have a die cut. This is a 3¼ diameter circle die cut, and we are using some regular cardstock, preferring 65 pounds. Please do not use computer paper because they are too thin. And we're going to use our 2019 fall new design. This is called Vintage Rumbler. It comes with a stamp and the 2 die cut. Those are the combo set. They are only $24.99, and we are offering a 10% off plus free shipping until the end of September. This is a big stamp. You can compare how big is the stamp and also the 2 detailed die cut. Okay, so today is the day I am going to say goodbye to my Marvel Impact. Those Marvel Impacts has been discontinued. They have been with me for over 15 years. I bought those Impact when I start stamping, and because they are discontinued, and when I prepared when I record a new tutorial, customer always have a hard time to find this impact. So instead of a Marvel, I am going to replace it with a Memento. I love Memento. Memento Impact, those are the die-based impact. They have 36 different colors. I like Memento is because the quality is just awesome, and also each impact, they all have a name on the side. So when you need it, you can easily find which color is which impact. So, and they come with all the color you need. So if you're looking for a good set of impact, I highly recommend Memento die-based impact. And also, what you can do is you can go to the internet, download their color chart, and they all have name here. So that way you can just laminate it and then put with all your impact, so it's easy to access. Okay, so this is a new color that I am going to use today, and I will list all the color that I use in this tutorial. Okay, and we're going to use our magic mushroom. I always want to have my own blending tool because I do use a lot of blending tool, you name it. I have those kind of stylus, and look, after a while they all get so dirty. I have this kind of blending tool. I have all the daubers, and because they are all in the same color, sometimes I just accidentally mix the color, and I have all those small daubers. See, the color is all messed up. So Local King Rubber Stamp magic blending tool, it comes with 10 colors. They come with yellow, orange, pink, purple, blue, green, even come with a brown and the black. So when you use that, you just make sure one sponge and the one color, so that way they won't miss it. See, I already use of them, and you don't really have to taking care of them. Just make sure you don't wash them. When they are too dirty, you just clean with a wet cloth, kind of just squeeze the dirty color out. Even though they kind of look like a dark yellow and dark blue, but after you clean it, they when you want to reuse it again, you can always use a light color. So I like this one because they come with all the different colors, so it's easy to choose the daub that you use to do the color you want. Okay, first we are going to use this circle die cut. This die cut is a 3¼ diameter. We are going to just tape it. Use a precision tape. We just tape a corner and then run through the machine. So try to use regular cardstock, preferring 65 pounds, not too thin and not too thick. Okay, so that's what's after the die cut, and then we are going to use the positive one. And we are going to use this removable tape. We are going to just apply good amount of removable tape in the back of this circle, and you can use the post-it notes, and it will work just fine if you can find a big enough the post-it notes. So we are going to just put around the right side up corner. Okay, and then we are going to use our memento. So I am going to just open 3 colors first, from the yellow and the dandelion and tangelo and the lilac pulses. Okay, so for the yellow color, we are going to use this yellow matrix mushroom, and then you can see when I brush some color, even my sponge is kind of dark color, but when I apply the color on the scrap paper, it doesn't really show. Okay, so actually I have to remove my circle first, and then we are going to use a dandelion, so that means the yellow. Always brush your impact instead of the tap. I found out you brush, you pick up a better color. And then we are going to find the just around the right up corner, and we kind of just draw a curved line. Okay, something like this, and then re-ink your brush. Okay, something like this. Okay, pick up a little bit more, and now I'm kind of doing a circling. So just drawing a circle, keep coloring, and you push harder, it's dark. You kind of relieve a little bit pressure, it becomes softer. So just make sure we kind of color the yellow color, the dandelion, gently circling around. That helps them to blend in well. Okay, so that's pretty nice yellow, and now we are going to do a little bit orange. So I'm going to use my orange mushroom. See, I didn't clean my mushroom last time after I made the card, but on the scrap paper you can see they don't really have a color. So we're going to brush a little bit orange, and then when this time I want to apply the orange on top, you're going to try a little bit on your scrap paper before you move on to your main piece. So kind of just blending. You can find out drawing a little circle, they are actually blending very well. Pick up a little bit orange again, and then always testing on your scrap paper before you start blending on your cardstock. Okay, that's what it looks like. And we are going to use this kind of like a pink color, so I'm going to change my pink blending tool, brush, and again, you can find out the coverage of this brush is very well. Just gently apply a little bit on top. It's really depend on your impact. This memento is perfect. If you want to use a Tin Ho's Distract Impact, be a little bit careful because the impact is too moisture. So when you apply on top, it maybe get too dark. Okay, so I haven't got a chance to try the other Tin Ho's Impact, but I will make a tutorial to compare, see what's the difference. Okay, so now I have this beautiful rainbow color here, and we are going to just change my impact here. So I'm going to change the other 3. Okay, so we have, okay, grape jelly, rich coca, and tuxedo black. So totally I use 6 color. Okay, put back my mushroom, and I'm going to use the purple color for the dark purple. Okay, and we're going to kind of do this. Okay, you find that here and here kind of jump too fast, right? Don't panic. We just go blending a little bit, and then we can use our lilac pulses and kind of blending those two color. Okay, they can be blending together, no problem. Okay. So that's my basic color, and now we are going to use this circle, the circle mask. So I put a lot of reposition removable tape, but because our car is a kind of moisture, because we apply the dye-based impact on top, so just make sure you still try to hold with your finger before when you doing the final blending. I love all daubers, not daubers, the sponges. They actually come with the brown color too. So we're going to use this rich cocoa and brush the color here, and make sure you use your fingers, hold here, and we're going to just kind of circling around. Okay, brush your makeup sponge and kind of color all the background with this rich cocoa. Okay, and remember, hold that center piece with your fingers. Okay, so that's what it look like. Make sure it's kind of nicely covered. Right now I'm going to remove my masking, and I'm going to use this same brown, the rich cocoa color, and then I am going to kind of soft this circle edge. Okay, from the right side corner slowly go to the left side, from the up to the bottom. And remember, try to feel it. If you kind of release a little bit pressure, and the layer will be a little bit softer. When you push harder, the color is you get a darker color. See, isn't that pretty? Okay, now I'm going to make it even darker. So I am going to put my masking back. Again, here we're going to use this black. Okay, brush your sponge, your magic mushroom, doing a little circling. Circling is the best way to ink. Okay, like this. And remember, use your finger, hold that masking piece, because our paper is wet. So if you don't hold it, those removable tape, they are not very sticky, so it might move. So you won't get a perfect super moon. Okay, so that's what it looks like, and now I remove this masking, and I'm going to use my black sponge, and I'm going to gently soft the right corner, make it a little bit soft. That's my background. Isn't that fast and easy and so pretty? This is something else you would like to do. Now we are going to use this negative masking. We are going to hold there, and now we are going to bring our tangible impact, and we're going to use our orange sponge. Okay, so hold there, and then you're going to put your sponge like a half on the scrap paper and a half on your car, kind of just go around it. This step is going to make this moon more 3D. So gentle, not too hard. Okay, just gently brush. Okay, see, now the moon looks really 3D. Okay, next I have 3 different embossing folder here. This is kind of like a city view, and then this is kind of like a garden fence, and this one is a bird and some flowers. So I think I am going to use this one. Okay, so embossing folder, there is deboss side and emboss side. So if I want to this one to be the embossing, it's very easy. Just looking for there is their company, like this one is a color box, this is the wrist. So make sure this the one have a print is face up. Okay, so that means is that you will get embossing. If you do this way, you will get a deboss. So the paper will go in instead of emboss. That's something I think you would like to know. So I'm going to do that. And also, if you want to do the garden fence or like this city view, when you put your card for the embossing, make sure they are completely vertical, because I made a mistake when I made this card. My building is kind of crooked, so they won't pass the inspection. Okay, so make sure when you put the, no matter it's a garden fence or the flowers with a little birdie or the city view, you want to make sure your card is completely level with the folder, and you want the embossing, those prints that have to be face up. Okay, not sure if you can see the embossing, so that's what the embossing look like. And then we are already stamped the image in the die cut already. So I just for this card, I am going to lose this real window frame. So I'm just trimming off the mountain in the antique card and the mount on top. Okay, so looking the matching die, if you pay attention, our die cut is so detailed. The cutting line is right next to the image. They cut between and they don't have a big wide gap there. They really make a difference. After I die cut it, I want to soften the edge a little bit. So I'm going to use my orange mushroom, just gently apply a little bit color. So that's how I soften it here. Okay. I'm going to mount on top, and then I am going to use my green mushroom. I'm going to use this pear tart. Okay, I'm going to just soften a little bit to do this. Okay, and then next, so I already used our corner die cut to cut the corner, and I used a gold foundation card. We're going to use foam tape, just tape here, and put on the mountain. If you want to put the mountain or lose the mountain, doesn't matter. And then stamp any saying you like. I think that's a really beautiful card for guys. It's always hard to find the card for guys, but I think this is a great idea. So the same stamp, same matching die. This is the other one. I use the embossing folder too, and this design is actually a real mirror. I use the mirror paper to and use our background die cut to use as a background, and then for the embossing folder, I just apply a little bit color on the deboss side, so that way the between the embossing have some color. So looks the same stamp set and die cut set, and it create totally different kind of looking cards. I hope you like it. So we haven't listing this our brand new blending mushroom on our website yet, but for our regular customer, for our royal customer, like for our viewer who is watching this tutorial, we actually have some awesome deal. For the first 100 orders, we are offer free shipping, which is you will save $15. We are offered to get the 2 holding bases. We're in the final stage of making these holding bases. They will be made with acrylic block, so it's easier to storage your mushrooms when you want to use it. It's easy to access. Each individual mushroom comes with a storage container, so please make sure you watch our tutorial number 87. You can get more information. And we are offered the first 100 set free shipping and the free holding bases. You will get the 2 holding bases for the price of $39.99. So after 100 set, we are going to start to charge a shipping fee. The shipping fee is always a headache because they are coming from Canada and it costs $15 for the shipping fee, and for these two holding bases it's going to cost $12.99. So if you like to have one, they are not available on our website yet. Please send me an email with your name and the shipping address, and we will add you to the first 100 set list. So that way we will guarantee you to get one set, and you will have the benefit of a free shipping and the holding basis. So this is today's tutorial, the magic mushroom challenging the supermoon, and I hope you like it. We have a more tutorial coming soon. Stay tuned.